Alright, I gave you a quick preview about my chicken incubator. I've always wanted to incubate some eggs and see if we can grow some baby chicks. So I bought this incubator before we moved to the farm. It's a Nurture Right 360. It had some good reviews and seems to be a bit of middle of the road one, but I liked it because it had a big clear viewing. So I went to a place just outside of Canberra on Thursday, which was 2 days ago, and picked up the eggs from a family that have some fertile eggs, which is, there's not a lot around at the moment because a lot of chicks or chickens are in molt, so they're not providing enough eggs because of the daylight hours. So I was lucky to get some. So this is how it's working. I got 18 eggs. There's one big one in there, so I'm doubtful whether that will be fertile or continue. We'll see. So as you can see, it's all in Fahrenheit. So it's got to stay at 99.5 degrees and humidity is supposed to be 50 to 55, and you put water in this little port, and it's got an automatic turner, so every couple of hours it turns the eggs. You can do it manually as well. I'll push the button and you'll see it turning the eggs. Beautiful. And then there's a countdown too, which is, if I push this button, we're minus 19. So chickens take 21 days to incubate, and that's if they're under a hen or an incubator. So it counts down for us. So what I will do is I'll give you an update close to the time. In day 7 we'll do some candling to see if we've got any fertile eggs. I'm hopeful that, being that it's my first time, I might get half. Like I'd be happy if I got half. Some of them were a little bit older, so we'll see how we go, but it's very exciting. But this morning when I got up, the water port had run out, so I had to fill that up, hence why I can't go too far from my baby chicks. But I'll update you in a few days and show you when we candle some. So this is exciting. All right, talk soon. So tonight I'm candling my eggs for the first time. Don't know if you can see in there. There's a baby chick moving. Can you see? Oh, that's exciting. So I'm going to move him back. I'm just doing all the eggs. So candling is what you do, apparently, about day 7 and 14, and looking for a developing chick. So you're looking for some veins, and I don't know if you can see that, and any movement in the chick, or a little eye, so you can see there the dark spot of the embryo, and we're looking for some veins and some movement, so that one looks good too, which is great. So far I've got, out of a dozen, this is my last one. Oh, look at that. Look at that little embryo. Little eye. So day 7. I think we do it again on day 14 and see what's happened. But that looks good as well. So I've got 11. The first one I tested was not fertilised, and you can see a ring around there. There's no eye. It's what they call a blood ring. That means that one did not take. So that one we won't put back in the incubator. Alright, so I've got a few more to do, but this is my first experience of candling eggs. So it's exciting. We're on day 7. We've got 14 days to go. So we'll touch base then. Egg update. So we are now at minus 3 days till hatching. So we're on day 18, which means we're in lockdown. We removed the mover that was in there that rolls them every 2 hours, so now they will stay where they are. We put water in port B to up the humidity now to somewhere between 65 and 70, so that when they do hatch, their membranes are nice and moist, but you've got to be careful apparently that you don't make them too moist. So now we wait. How exciting. Cross fingers. Back to the incubator. Today is day 21, technically hatch day. And if we listen carefully, we can hear some cheeping. So this morning, after I got up and had a look, I can see, I'm coming close, you can see a little shell broken there. Around the corner, look at that, a little bit of shell popped off. So I think there's one there, and there's one there, 1, 2, 3, around here there's one as well. 4, and yes, you can hear them cheeping, which is so cute. So I'm honing my midwifery skills and talking to them. Come on, baby chips. Come on. Come on, chickens. You can do it. Break that shell. Have a breath. They say it can take 12 to 24 hours once they break the shell, because it takes a lot of energy and they have to absorb some of the yolk to then zip and get out. So we'll come back at the end of the day and see what's happening, and let's hope, because sometimes there are casualties that cannot get out. I'm just going to make sure I can maintain that humidity so that it's nice when they come out. So we'll check back later, but it's very exciting. Come on, chickens, you can do it. Update, we're about 6 hours after the first initial pipping, and now this is called zipping, when they go around the outside and open it up. It's very exciting. Come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. We'll come back again soon. Our first baby is born.
Oh, it's upside down. Is it? Where's its head? Is it in the shell still?
Just makes you want to help them, but
Oh, it's in the shell.
yeah, it's in the top. We have to let nature take its course. Very wet.
Oh, nearly got there. Oh, it's standing. Doesn't have enough room.
Look how wet he is. Or she. We hope it's a she. Come on.
Oh, that one rolled.
Oh yeah, the egg next to it, it's rolling.
I reckon that once one hatches, the others hear it.
Yeah, the cheaper. Oh, the head's out.
It's out.
Head's out. Oh, I sound like a midwife. The head's out. Yay!
And this one's mating another little peck.
Yeah. Gonna wake up the rest of the team.
Oh, that one's rolling. Stuck.
Gonna be a bit squashy in there when there's a few out, isn't it? Well, let's hope we get a few out. Oh, look at his little eyes closed. Oh, he's opening his eyes.
Leave it.
So an update, we've got one little chick happening, just had a big rest, and then we've got 2 eggs over here zipping. Oh, he's banging into them. So by the time we go to bed tonight, he's jumping all around the place. We'll have, I don't want to shine the light in your eyes. Should have 3 chickens. So cute. Starting to dry off a little bit, which is good. Come on, babies. Always pushing them around. Him, her. Alright. Baby chicken update. It's now about close to 8 o'clock at night, and we've got 6 baby chickens so far, and there's about 3 more eggs that have pipped, so who knows what we'll have in the morning, but they're so cute to watch. So 6 baby chickens. They all have a wee rest, and then when one starts chirping and sits up, then they all go. So they're being very quiet and resting. I'm waiting for them to get busy and start chirping. But they're not doing it. It's been a very fun night watching them all hatch. And a couple hatched and we didn't even know that they hatched. We looked and we went, oh, there's another one. And another one. So we'll come back in the morning and see how they are. And once they've all hatched, or pretty much think that they're all hatched and they're all dry, and we'll pop them in the brooder. So tomorrow I'll turn the little brooder plate on to get that all ready so that they're ready to put in and keep warm for the next adventure, and start giving them some water and some chick feed. Yes. Oh. Oh. They're having a wee rest. Having a big sleep. So now they've all just stood up and jumped around. If you're one of those eggs still trying to rest and grow, that little fluffy one, that's firstborn. He got quite fluffy. It's been about 3 hours since he or she was born. Oh, rest time. Morning update. I think, I keep losing count, it's hard to count, but I think we've got 10 or 11 chicks now. They're all in there, and there's one pipping, so I don't want to get them out until we know that they're all out and pipped. And then we move them into our makeshift brooder that we're trying to keep as warm as possible. We've got a little heating plate in there. We're trying to work out how to keep it nice and warm because it's very cold in the morning here, so I don't want to chill them now that they're out and getting so fluffy. They're so cute. So we've moved to the brooder box now, under the little heat pad. We moved 13 chicks under. One didn't make it. One had a wry neck and couldn't stand up. So that leaves us with 12. And crossfin geese. I haven't lifted up the plate, but they're starting to come out. We're trying to keep it as warm as possible. It should be 37 degrees. Like sitting under a warm mama. They go and they've got some water and some chick starter feed there. And let's hope we've got some here tomorrow because it's going to be a chilly night, and let's hope they all sit under the plate and come out in the morning. So cute. So here we are. They all survived the night, which is so exciting. I was a bit nervous for them. But we have 12 little chicks in the brooder. So that's their little heat plate. Millie coming for a look. So 12 little chicks in there. And then we had a late arrival who hatched this morning. I didn't think this baby would hatch because it started hatching yesterday. And then there are 2 eggs still in there that haven't hatched. So total up, we started with 18 eggs. After candling, we had 16 that were viable eggs. So of the 16, 14 have hatched. One of those unfortunately wasn't compatible with life. And so we have 13 live chicks at the moment and 2 eggs that are, who knows whether they'll hatch or whether they are not viable. So pretty happy with that result. 13 little light Sussex. Law of averages say that half will be cockerels or roosters and half will become pullets and hens. So yeah, that's our chicken incubating. And they're running a lot faster now. Last night when we put them in, they were very quiet and subdued and under the heat plate. But now they're very happily coming out and running around and eating the chick feed. In a week, I'll put some pine shavings in and give them bigger feeders. At this stage, it's just for them to get used to it, and they're starting to drink the water too, which is good. So there are our baby chicks. Yay.